Here's what I would fix if I reviewed your resume. And how am I saying this without knowing anything about you or ever looking at your resume? Well, as a former VP in tech and now an owner of a career consulting company, I've looked at hundreds of resumes, and I know which resumes make it to the shortlist for interviews and which ones go automatically to the rejected pile. Regardless of where you are in your career or what role you're targeting, there are three things that are always just deal breakers. The first thing I would do is make sure that your resume can be read properly by applicant tracking systems. Most companies now use some form of ATS to initially scan the resumes to see if they're a good match with a job posting. And if your resume can't be read by ATS, there's a very small chance you're getting to the next step. The next thing I would do is make sure that when your resume does reach a human being, like a recruiter or a hiring manager, that they can find what they're looking for in 5 seconds, because that's about the average amount of time they spend initially looking at a resume. And the achievements would actually be the last thing I would fix, because most people are either missing them or they're just too generic. There needs to be proof with numbers. So for example, if you're applying for an IT role, you would want to say something like you implemented centralized patch management that reduced system vulnerabilities by 85%. Product manager, you could say something like you led the implementation of a new payments feature that increased transaction volume by 40% and also revenue by $4 million in the first year. So it's those types of fixes that have helped my clients the most in getting their foot in the door to get the jobs they want. If you would like to have your resume reviewed or rewritten, I open just 10 slots every single day at 10 a.m. and you can get more information in my bio.